Roll.
And we're live, okay. All right, we have head coach Ben Howlett and guard Evan French. Coach Howlett, if you could address tonight's win against over West Virginia State, and we will open with questions.
Yeah, thought it was a tale of two halves. We did not play a good first half, and obviously we didn't shoot the ball well. I didn't think we passed the ball well enough, but I think their zone defense gave us some problems. Second half, we wanted to spread them out a little bit more, maybe set some more ball screens against their zone, which opened up some guys for some good looks. You know, Dalton got going in the second half. I thought we passed the ball way better in the second half than we did the first half, and we had a hard time against them getting rebounds in the first half. They were getting a bunch of second chance opportunities, and we just weren't doing a good job of finding our guys and boxing them out. But I thought we played a really good second half, and I think James Griffin gave us really good minutes, especially when he got the dunk there. It kind of ignited our bench, ignited the crowd, and we kind of just went from there. So we'll take this win. This late in the season, this is kind of what separates good teams from great teams. They're able to take care of business at home, and they're able to kind of go on the road and take care of business there too. So we'll take this win, and we got less than 48 hours, so we got to go to Charleston and play a really good basketball team.
Could you, you've had a pretty long stint here, and you've had some ups and downs with injuries and everything. Talk about what it's been like this year with a little bit more of an expanded role, and do you feel like the team relies on you a little bit more?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I step up when I need to. I think everyone has fit their roles really well this year, and everyone has kind of seen where the team needs them, has stepped up. I've just been doing what I need to do to contribute to the team and get us the best record and best position going into the tournament.
Coach, Ernie Jenkins, do you think he reminded me a lot of Jason Jolly, and with his athleticism? He was able to break some things down in the first half more than he did in the second half.
Yeah.
And I think that was just, there was more energy in the second half. What are your thoughts on him?
He's a good player. He's a guy that's been there for a year. He's got a year of college basketball underneath his belt, and his role, I think, on that team is to score. I think that's what he does, and we knew that coming in. He got off on us last year. I mean, we lose him in transition. He's able to knock down some threes, so we put a point of emphasis on not losing him in transition. He got loose from us a couple times, but he's a good scorer and he's a good player.
Agwu looked gassed late in that second. I mean, midway through the second half. I mean, he played well in the first, but midway through the second half, he just looked straight gassed.
He's a load, and he's a big guy. He requires special attention too.
Why?
We wanted to continue to get the game going up and down. I thought the first half we were getting slowed down a little bit because of their 2-2-1 pressure, and they went back in that 3-2 zone, 1-2-2 zone, whatever you want to call it, and it slowed down the game. So we wanted to get create some turnovers and get the game going up and down, which I think was the reason he was fatigued towards the end of the second half.
Yeah, just following up on that, what, and I think you may well have answered it just now, but just what were you able to do in the second half that really helped you get the pace up to your tempo?
It's kind of funny. If you went into our locker room at halftime, guys were just giving me this blank stare, like there was no excitement, and I told them, there's a crowd out there watching you guys play basketball, and you guys need to have fun with this. And we've been at this for a long time now. This is what you practice for. You practice for the games. And I tried to fire them up that way. And, once we got a couple turnovers there in the second half, guys were thinking, okay, now we're back to West Liberty basketball. But I truly think when James Griffin hammered that dunk down, it got everybody excited. And that's exactly what we needed. And if it wasn't for Evan in the first half, we would have been in trouble. He was able to knock down some threes and get some putbacks, and was on the receiving end of a couple layups, but I thought Evan and James really gave great minutes tonight.
I think at times it looked like they left you alone, almost like they forgot about you, and you reminded them real quick. though in other games that I've seen this season, that's not been the case. What do you think why do you think that opened up tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we have so many shooters on our team. Everyone 1 through 13, 14 can shoot. So I don't think any team can focus on one shooter, because if they're going to take one guy out of the game, we're going to have 4 other guys on the floor that are going to be able to put it in the hole. So I don't think that focusing on one guy or even 2 guys is going to help out, because we can all shoot, we can all play, and we all fill our roles pretty well.
Do you get that, and again, going back to your time with the program, do you get that as far as feeding off the momentum? Is that something, it just seems like you guys snowball with that, and you know, it's all of a sudden, what do you call it, blackout? And next thing you know, it goes from a 6-point lead to 16. You know, do you guys really feel that emotionally?
Yeah, I mean, once we get on a roll, the crowd starts getting into it, I think we really take it up a notch, put it in overdrive, and that's really when teams start to break down, especially in an environment like we had tonight, when we have guys like James able to get those dunks and get a few really important steals and threes and layups, and we just keep rolling off of that, and I think that really helps everyone get going and helps build that lead towards the end of the game.
Bolin struggled early. I don't even think he got many shots off, to be honest. I was trying to pay attention, and I don't know how many shots he got off early. Then 17 in the second half. What ignited, what did you see ignited him?
Well, I yelled at him pretty good after the first media timeout, and then he airballed a 3 by about 4 feet after that, so I can't say it's because I yelled at him, but Dalton's a kid, I think I've told you this, if he misses one, he thinks the next one's going in. He does this, and Don can attest to this, he does this all day. He shoots basketball literally. If he's not in class or if he's not sleeping, he's shooting basketball. And if he misses one, it doesn't affect him. Like most players, if they miss a couple, they're going to quit shooting. And Dalton's not like that. Dalton, if he misses a couple of threes, I guarantee he thinks the next 4 or 5 are going in. And it wouldn't surprise me if Dalton's in the gym tonight till midnight, because what was he? He was 8 of 16, which is not good for him. 3 for 11 from 3. He's not satisfied. He'll be in the gym tonight, and he'll be in there early tomorrow morning getting up threes.
Last question for Evan. How much do you guys, coming down the stretch here, we've got a couple of weeks left in the season, maybe 5 games. When do you guys start looking at the standings? How much do you start looking at the standings?
I mean, personally, I really don't focus on that kind of stuff. I just take it one game at a time, and then if someone kind of says something like, you see how you guys are doing, it's like, not really, but thanks for telling me, because we got a game tomorrow to focus on. But I mean, once the time's ready for that kind of stuff, I think we'll know what's going on, but we're focused on the next game, playing it one game at a time, so we really can't look too far ahead into that stuff until it actually comes time to think about that and start planning for those games.
Good answer, thanks. Anything? That's good, gentlemen. Thank you very much.